are my glasses? Right on. Why is... Why is Twitter recommending Yu-Gi-Oh to me? How did they know I'm neurodivergent? Alright. Where'd my controller go? Where's my controller? Ah. Alright. Where's... Okay. I am losing everything. Before we get started, I'm gonna go grab some water. Just make sure I have water for the stream. What's happening, party people? Bit of an early stream today. I know this is not... I usually start around noon-ish. A little afternoon, but, I have plans later today, but I don't know when those plans are. And I wanted to stream today, so the logical step for me would just be to move the thing I can control. We're gonna try and finish Planet Jacindu. That's right, we just beat the Kirchu boss, and we are the Dimensionator was, excuse me, the Dimensionator was taken by the robot pirates. We played for a while last time. There was a lot that happened last time. We got the box breaker as well as the bolt magnetizer, the armor magnetizer. Good time. I don't even remember. It has been a minute. I don't even remember what our weapons were at. What's going on? Pyroblasters, let's look at... No, not mission. That's leveled up, level 3, level 5, level 4, level 3, 5, and 5. Okay. No, not... God damn it. I don't even... Wait, what went there? Shit. What went there? This one? Yeah, but I want to remove those so I don't have an empty, useless page. Alright. I'm pretty sure we're good just to fucking leave. Yeah, pretty sure we got everything on Kirchu. Yeah, Zordon, we busted... we busted Talon out of prison. Clank was losing his goddamn mind. He was seeing things, and Ratchet was fucking dunking on him for it. What a bad friend. What a bad friend. Ooblik Passage. Long ago, the Ooblik Passage was a common space route between the Verdigris and Praxis sectors. Yo, Baron Praxis? That's sick. However, the passageway had been virtually unusable. Kragmites detonated a nearby neutron star in order to block allied Polaris convoys. Residual radiation has made the passage unusable to all but robots and the hardiest of organic life forms, and the protagonist when it's required. Let's face it, based on like the grand scheme of shit we see in the Ratchet and Clank universe, Lombaxes are kind of squishy. Like, they had to evolve smart to survive. They're kind of squishy. Yeah, Slag's fleet.
Ratchet, the situation is getting dire. I am sending a transmission to Kronk's comm unit requesting assistance.
Fine, but I'm not waiting around. We need to get that Dimensionator before Slag can cause any more trouble.
Such a cool design. I'm concerned we don't need... This has happened a couple times now, when we're in what is essentially space. But there's gravity and air, and we don't need... Yeah. Let's... Oh, that's just out. Alright. 8,000 raritanium. What was I saving up for?
What can we do you for?
Nothing, I guess. Is everything... Okay. Fuck the tornado launcher, plasma beast, negotiator, the magnet launcher. I like the magnet launcher. Cannot lie. I like the razor claws. But we have 1, 2, 3 weapons to upgrade. We got weapons.
Attention, miserable swabs. This is a friendly reminder that Mother's Day is just round the corner. In honor of this special day, Georgia Prison will be extending their visiting hours so that we may spend more time with our sweet mothers.
Based. Yeah, shit, Mother's Day actually was just a bit ago. As of time of recording, Mother's Day was just a little bit ago. Like a week. God, look at the gears and all the moving bits.
Expecting any visitors, Lombats. Allow me to give you a proper greeting.
Yeah. God, it looks so cool.
Congratulations! You have upgraded to the Alpha Cannon.
Alpha Cannon.
Your weapon's energy beam will now explode on contact with every enemy it hits.
Double dead, double raritanium. Let's go. Don't mind me. Don't worry about it. I've been here the whole time.
Be a true pirate may pass. Dance the jig and prove your worth.
Ahoy.
To your left. To the sky. To the sky. To your left. To your right. Shake your booty.
Shake the shit out of this controller.
Sky. Shake your booty. Bobby lad. No landlubber could match that. Where's Broken Bob? He was supposed to come back with the grog 3 moons ago. Scurvy rat probably forgot the tap like he always does.
I love pirate banter. Alright, before we do that bolt crank, there's secret shit. I remember...
Tell me you just found another chunk of the hollow plan. Congratulations. Don't forget about our deal now. I get the plans, and you get the weapon.
I remembered that was there. I just did not remember it being literally the first thing you grab when you go around that. And bolt. That everything back here? I mean, yeah, it's not a big area back here. That might be... yeah, that's probably it. I'm good. And I think this also lowers a gate earlier. There was a point earlier in the level, like just down the corridor. No. Hmm. Does this lower? I don't think it does. Never mind. I'm crazy. Forget me. Oh. Now that the Alpha Disruptor's leveled up, we probably should. Gun.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh, that's cool. So, in my spare time, every now and then I'll just pick up Ratchet Deadlocked again, Gladiator. Just hang out, play it some more. I love that game. This is the same napalm symbol for the napalm like mod, the napalm Omega mod in Deadlocked. That's cool. That's a nice callback. Was that 25? Oh, that's very close. Yeah, I'll just save up for that.
Welcome to the Grumble.
Nope. God. I hate when the camera's a physical thing that gets caught on geometry. What the fuck? Oh, hey, buddy. I did not see you there. What's going on? What's going on, guy? Ammo? Hey, there's even more of them. Cool. Don't worry about me, guys. Don't worry about me. I'm not even here. Don't worry about it. Come on. Why are there so many of them? God, it genuinely feels like these guys came out of nowhere. Fuck. Like, I know this is, like, the end game. Part of the end game. Like, we're officially in the last, like, third of the game. So I shouldn't be too surprised, but let's not do that.
Captain Slag is here somewhere, Ratchet. We must keep going.
Maybe we should follow the smell of stale grog.
This man is an alcoholic and you're making jokes? This man needs an intervention and you're making jokes? Oh shit. Quick select, remove, change page. Put that there, change page. Get rid of the close it. Shit. Ah, fuck. It's the second worst floating pirate boat in a game. I swear. The first one being from Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. That one was also bad.
Incoming enemy fire.
Good job locking onto the enemy, I guess.
Ratchet, we need to disable those cannons.
I'm working on it. Clank, have you considered shut the fuck up?
Whoever sank General McGillis, please report to the galley. He forgot to clean up the mess.
Why is the camera rotating? What is happening? I'm trying to lock strafe these enemies, but it just wants to turn the camera. Alright. Okay. Is there another? No. Oh, there it is. Can I... Okay. Damn it! What the fuck? I just got health. What do you mean I'm dead? I just got health. Oh, when do I get new armor? How much money do I have? Yes, okay, please. You don't really...
Incoming enemy fire.
500,000? Okay. Hey, Explorer, welcome back.
Disable those cannons.
It is pirate killing time. It is robot pirate killing time. I'm gonna try and finish up this game today, but trying to remember how much is left. We're in like the last third of the game. Sounds like fun. It is. It's genuinely... I think some of the later level designs in this game are so good. Let's... Oh, fuck. Son of a bitch. It's fine. That's... fine. Been playing Jedi Survivor. How is it? I couldn't really get into the first one. It's I don't even know what it was about the first one. I liked playing the first one. I just couldn't get into it. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for like a big game at the time. Damn it. Same spot as before. All right. But I heard the new one is like significantly better. Like there's so many quality of life improvements. Combat feels way better. Obviously, I've seen a lot of stuff with the cosmetics. People are just absolutely loving the cosmetics in Jedi Survivor.
Incoming enemy fire.
I'd want to play through the first one though, legitimately, before I play Survivor. There's just... Come to think of it, there's a couple sequels that are out for games I just didn't give the time of day. Like, I want to play Survivor, but I'd want to play the first, like I'd want to play Fallen Order first. Tears of the Kingdom is out, but I never really gave Breath of the Wild the time of day. I think the only... You could always try again if you feel like streaming them might help you get through it. That's fair, and I've thought about that. Like, games that I just couldn't get through, streaming them might help. Like I just said, I never really gave Breath of the Wild the time of day. Like, I played it for a few hours, I'm like, yeah, this is cool, I get it. And then just never picked it back up. There's lots of games that I've done that with. Like, in Fallen Order, I made it to, like, the second planet, and I was like, cool, that was a fun session of Stars War. And then I just never went back to it. Which is a shame, because I know those games are, like, legitimately good. Oh, shit. Now, the big one I've been playing in my free time, though, I should probably... I'm not going to get through it at the rate that I'm playing it. I only play it for, like, a couple hours a day, but, God of War Ragnarok. I finally started playing God of War Ragnarok from last year, and that game is so fucking tasty. My god. Alright, there. That's it. That's the last one. Should be good.
Ratchet, come in. We got your transmission, and we're heading your way. We'll radio you on approach.
There we go. Fucking finally.
Congratulations. You have upgraded to the incinerator. Cook your enemies twice as fast with dual streams of intertwining fire.
I feel like Cal Kestis is just slow to control in Survivor when it comes to combat, which is my issue with the game because all the enemies are fast, but Cal is not quick at all. Yeah, it comes in the shadow of Soulsborne games. There was, you know, like, there was the Surge. Did Elix do that? There were a handful of games, like AAA games, that were coming out around, like, the late 2010s. Was Jedi Fallen Order, like, 2018, 2019? Or is that newer than that? Was that a 2020 game? Around that time, there were games that were coming out that tried to do the, like, reactionary, you know, that kind of, not rhythm-based action, but there was definitely a rhythm to combat for those games.
Ahoy, me hearty! That's the jig.
And it felt like...
Piracy.
It felt... What I didn't like about Fallen Order was I had a you had a lightsaber, but it never felt like you were using a lightsaber. It just felt like a really sharp sword. It didn't cut through things the way that, like, a lightsaber should. I don't know if that's just me, but... Alright, do I want to stealth through this corridor? No. Easy. Alright.
Alright, Chief. What can we do you for?
That. Sick. We're gonna go up here. Just feels like a game balance. Reason, what fun would it be if you could instantly slice up a boss and win? It's a video game. I want my power fantasies. No, that totally makes sense. And not even, like, Star Wars really knows anymore what's going on with, like... Because, like... I feel like in the original movies, lightsabers cut through some things like butter. And then in, like, the prequels... It was, like, harder than that. There's an interesting theory that I kind of like, that lightsabers have a blunt side and a sharp side. Like they're because of the glow of the lightsaber, you don't really see it, but instead of being like this cylinder of light, there's a theory that the lightsabers have like an actual blade to them, which is why sometimes in the canon they can slice through things very easily, and other times there's like the slow, you know, like cutting open a door or something is harder to do sometimes, you know, just because you're using the blunt, like the side of a blade, but since it's, you know, made of burning light or whatever. Let's finally get the plasma beasts. It's like a... Oh my god, they have the Raritanium upgrade. I should have gotten these guys so long ago. Oh man. Quick select, change page, get rid of the Zircon, and only Jedi who train with the Force know which side is which, I guess. I think it comes down to just, like, actual training with the blade, you know, because, like, in traditional, like... in the Jedi quote-unquote religion, like in the Jedi Order, it wasn't just about training with the Force, but there was also, like, actual classes to master, like, weapons and stuff like that. Oh, shit. I used to be really into, like, the expanded Star Wars lore, and it's like, oh, there's 6 different fighting stances, and...
Snooping around. Dance the jig and ye may pass.
Absolutely.
To the sky! To your left! To the sky! Shake your booty! To the sky!
I think in reality, because of the oversaturation of Star Wars in the media market, I think the video games are the only ones that interest me at the moment, just because they're different. Disney Plus has so many new Star Wars shows that I'm just not interested in. The movies have been mid.
Give it back, Slag.
He picked the wrong spot for a fight, me boy. Perhaps a flogging will teach ye to meddle in the affairs of Corsairs.
That's a good one, Captain. You made a rhyme.
Shut up, Pete.
Aye, aye, Captain. Shutting up.
Ready to bilge and step aside. The rats dine on lumbax tonight.
God, I love Slag. He's such a cool villain. There we go. Haven't even watched the final episode of Kenobi yet. I finished Kenobi. Boba Fett Season 1. I haven't seen Andor. I haven't seen any of Mandalorian Season 3 yet. Haven't seen Bad Batch Season 2 yet. But I really liked Bad Batch. I like Dave Filoni's cartoons. Those are very good shows. Dave Filoni's a great writer. Dave Filoni is the best thing to ever happen to Star Wars. Like, George Lucas built, like, a media empire. Like, he built this huge canon based on a very... He has a masterful understanding of the hero's journey. However, since it's based solely on the hero's journey, you can boil it down to, like, its base components, and it's a story you've seen 1,000 times. Like, base Star Wars is very, like, the original trilogy, it's very fun, I enjoy it a lot, like, but Dave Filoni has such a masterful understanding of story structure and reveals. I love everything he touches, and I'm glad they actually put him, like, partially... He's one of, like, 3 people in charge of the entirety of Star Wars canon now, which was a very smart thing to do. But it's just... What I hate is that the Inquisitors just keep dying way too quickly. Yeah! It feels like... Because the Inquisitors... Because the Jedi are no more, you either... In the post-Republic era, you either have Inquisitors, you know, Dark Force users who are the Inquisitors, or just gray Jedi. It's very hard to come across, you know, even Ahsoka, who was at one point a Jedi in training, like a Padawan. She is now a gray Jedi. Damn it. Wrong button to... But the Inquisitors are the specially trained Force users. They're the only Force users anymore who have a proper, like, schooling. You'd think they would be cooler and better. It's a shame. I also think there's too many Inquisitors. Like, I know Force users are going to keep being born, so, you know, they have to go somewhere, and they're probably going to be recruited by the Empire. Not recruited, but probably kidnapped as babies. I don't know, I feel like during the time of the Republic, there was just so much more nuance in the factions and the sides. Like, during the... I know they're trying to expand upon, like, what was going on during the original trilogy. You know, kind of before and after. It feels like there's not any nuance anymore. Like, in the original... Not the original, but in the prequel trilogy, like... And the Clone Wars, all those factions, it was like... Oh, you had, like, Asajj Ventress, Padawan of Count Dooku, but she was also a Night Sister. That's just a different faction she was a part of and had loyalties to. The Mandalorians were so much more nuanced than just a bunch of, like, almost tribalistic split factions. There was, you know, politics going on the home planet, along with the moons, and... I don't know. There's just an oversaturation that does not interest me anymore. Once I'm out of school and I take like a month off or something before looking for more work, I might catch up on some Star Wars stuff. I don't know. I just don't see any... I would have preferred if an Inquisitor died, the Empire would have just find a new brother or sister. Yeah. I mean, I feel like they do. I feel like because like the Inquisitors keep dying, I feel like every time we see an Inquisitor, it's like a different brother or sister, but like they've reused numbers, I think. Like first sister, second sister. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not caught up. I don't know. I also feel like they've underutilized a lot of their really good characters. Like, Giancarlo Esposito as Moff Gideon, I feel like is a severely underutilized character. He's menacing, and, you know, if you use too much of a villain, it kind of...
The end be near. Tis beautiful, Pete. A bright light at the end of me dark tunnel. Oh, wenches, as far as the eye can see. Each with a pint of grog and a smile for old Slug. Fare thee well, cruel galaxy. Fare thee well.
Captain? Captain? No!
Pour one out for my man Slag.
Suppose now that you're our new captain, you'll be needing one of them gimmicky pirate names. The Dread Pirate Ratchet, perhaps?
Whoa. I'm your new captain?
Aye, 'tis the code, sir.
Thanks, but I'd rather have the Dimensionator.
You can have both.
Ratchet, we cannot allow it to
be used even once. It is too dangerous.
I see. No way the Lombaxes could have invented something useful.
It is not logical to use this device, knowing the threat it poses.
What threat? You know, ever since the rocket sled, you've been nothing but a giant pain in my... Quark! What are you doing here?
It's him.
Showing the universe that I'm a superhero. I'm also fighting the mother of all wedgies, but mostly the superhero thing.
Quark, put down the Dimensionator.
I shall now emblazon my name in the annals of galactic history by hurling this infernal contraption into a black hole.
God, I love him.
Sorry, Captain. That vessel will set course for the nearest available planet.
Which planet is that?
The Cragmite homeworld, Captain. Grog? Ratchet, I can download the coordinates to the Cragmite homeworld by accessing Krog's comm unit.
Okay, tell him to meet us outside the planet's stratosphere. Come on, we need to get back to Aphelion.
Map. Got the mapper.
You have acquired the treasure mapper. This cleverly named device will reveal all hidden areas and gold bolts. A must-have for any pirate on the go.
Alright, we have killed every pirate except for Rusty Pete. Goodbye, Pete. I'm sure you'll fare well on your own.
What can we do you for?
Planet Reapor, capital of the Great Cragmite Empire. Oh. Now that I have the treasure mapper, it shows me where the hollow plans are. Or at least if I have it or not on each planet. Got it there. Got it there. Creeley Comet, Sargasso, Riken 5. Nothing in the Ardolus. Mukau, Asteroid, Bastoon. Cool, okay. So at least have them all up until now. Perfect. What are we talking about? Stars War? Yeah, Moff Gideon. I like Moff Gideon. I just feel like, you know, it's the trying to balance using the cool character enough, but also, since he's a villain, if you overutilize him, his presence doesn't have as much of an impact anymore, but...
The pulse homing beacon terminated 3 kilometers north of this location, but there is no area suitable for landing.
Well, looks like we'll have to do this the hard way. Kronk, Zephyr, prepare for a halo jump.
Which is bullshit. There's no suitable spot to land. You find a spot to land. I'm looking right at where you land. Oh, I want more armor. When do I get new armor?
Let's just hope your friend wasn't dim-witted enough to wander around Reapor with it.
Miss Tallowan is here! We need to protect her!
I can take care of myself, Zephyr. I'm scanning all droplet channels. If we find Quark, we'll find the Dimensionator.
Let's... Not really what I wanted to do, but alright. See if we can get a level up on...
Welcome to the GrummelNet weapon shop.
Alright. Trying to remember. If I remember right, the Cragmite homeworld is actually a pretty long level. There's like 3 different parts to this level. Thinking about how much game is left. We should have only 3 more planets? Were we really that close? Over here should be the... Yeah. I hate my brain sometimes. I remember the arbitrary location of video game collectibles, and yet I can't do math. Such is the curse. God damn it. Yeah, fucking Aphelion says there's no safe place to land. Aphelion lands just like a couple dozen meters away from me. Give me armor. You better have armor for me. Yes. Terraflux. I think I prefer the previous one, but this one just looks more armored. The better armor looks more armor, which is valid. Damn it. Didn't want to throw that. Come on, guys. Get 'em, boys. Rattle 'em, boys.
Welcome to the GrummelNet web.
I did it. Oh, man. I have to say that white/silver is my favorite lightsaber color. That sounds sick. I've always been a fan of, like, yellow as a lightsaber color, just because it seems like it should be very common, but, like, it's never utilized in the primary canon. Or at least very rarely. You might get something that's kind of like a greenish yellow, but, like, straight up yellow or, like, yellowish orange. Like, kind of a gold color. I've always been a big fan of that one. It just sticks out so much. It's so bright and vibrant. Alright. That, come on, almost level 4. Yeah. Who would have thought that weapons we should have had earlier in the game level up insanely fast when we're close to the end? When I found out Jedi Survivor had white saber color, I went with it instantly. It's a look, genuinely. I think there's no bad lightsaber colors. It's just the overusage of some. Like, I'm tired of blue and red lightsaber colors. Like, given that like the Sith have the red fake kyber crystals, in that process, who's to say they couldn't get an orange one? Why can't the bad guys have orange lightsabers? That still kind of fits the aesthetic. I also think the Darksaber is really fucking cool. The Mandalorian lightsaber that is, like, black and has the white fringe to it. That lightsaber looks dope as hell. Sith actually bleed their lightsabers to be red now. Did they not use the synthetic kyber crystals anymore? Did they change that? That's dumb. What do you mean they bleed their lightsabers? Do they just, like, mess with real kyber crystals to make them red? This sounds like some Disney shenanigans that I'm not a fan of. Bleed them with rage and anger. Oh my god. And that's what I'm talking about. The nuance is gone from... Because... It wasn't even that, like... The Sith were... Okay, so the Sith were, strictly speaking, evil. There was no beating around the bush around that. But in the traditional Jedi order, it was the difference between logic and reason versus, like, being led by your emotions, like the brain versus the heart. And the Sith were led by the heart. That was, like, Vader's greatest downfall, is his devotion and love led to anger and hate when shit went sideways for him. They're not strictly, like, oh, I'm so full of anger and hate. No, you're just full of emotion. Plagueis the Wise found a way to cheat death out of, like, love, right? Like, to, like, protect those that he cared about, and protect himself, but... That was, like, love and fear that made him do that. Fear of losing people, fear of death. And, like, the downfall of the Jedi is that, you know, since they, like, they felt like what they were doing was, like, for the best of the people, but, I mean, they were, and this is something Clone Wars touches on. The Jedi do everything so logically, like, the Republic did things so logically, that they weren't, like, thinking about the people, they were just thinking about how to get people to live, if that makes sense. I don't know. There were lots of episodes that are like, the Jedi haven't done shit for me, which I love. You know, we're in the middle of their war.
You have upgraded to the plasma stalker mine. Your synthetic friends have learned a few new tricks, including how to tunnel underground to reach enemies.
Cool. Then a good Force user can purify the crystal, which makes them white.
Ratchet, did you hear that? He's somewhere inside the stronghold. If we can capture those gunnery outposts, we can use them to take out the force field. Come on, we have to get moving before reinforcements arrive.
Too late.
We need to neutralize those outposts. Kronk, take out that force field.
Right away, Miss Talwyn. All right. Control! Charge is set. Take cover.
Come on, pick the...
Nice work, Ratchet. Zach, get in there and override the turret controls.
Hell yeah.
A chance to show my superior online capabilities. Too bad your CPU has a 43% failure rate. Send in all available cyclo cannons and dropships.
Get his ass. Oh my god, there's so many of them. I mean, it makes sense. Tachyon might want to protect his people's homeworld. This weird new system for lightsaber crystals. Is it just like in the game, or is there just like canonically a new? In the new Disney canon, yes. Gross.
Come on, rookie. I'll blow the outer generators. You shut down
The Clone Wars had like such a good good arc though about like Padawans building their lightsabers. Had David Tennant in it. That was such a good like episode. I don't know if it was a couple episodes or like one episode, but I feel like it was a couple episodes. Like it was an arc. Nope, shit.
Overriding encryption protocol. Terminating safety processes. Readjusting cannon trajectory. Command confirmed.
The cannons are ours! Excelsior!
Zephyr, you guys stay on this turn.
All right.
We'll head inside.
God damn it, there's more of them.
Dropship!
Yup. Dave's Clone Wars TV show is luckily canon still. I know. It just feels. I hate when they say this is still canon, but also we're gonna retcon some stuff to completely contradict it. I don't know. I don't think there's a way to make at this point when certain franchises are so big. There's no way to do anything right, and I understand the perspective that Disney's writers are in, because like Disney owns so much now, you know, and there's so much Marvel stuff. There's no way to make every Marvel fan happy anymore. There's so much Star Wars stuff. There's no way, especially like with the generational stuff, you know, like Marvel fans. Like, older Marvel fans who are fans of the original comics, original characters, they'll always be mad that something isn't, you know, extremely accurate, or, you know, oh, this character was male, they made it female, oh, this character was white, they made it a POC. Like, that's an argument that that's something that I see come up a lot of people being pissed off about. There's just never any way to do it right. You know, you could take as many creative liberties as you want. And every writer for Star Wars is going to approach it differently as well.
I don't like this. It's too quiet here.
There's just never any way to make everybody happy. So I feel like trying to make everybody happy is like the last thing they should do. Star Wars writers should just be allowed to write. You know, it's... Can we be happy that Delta Squad is still canon? Are they? That's sick. Yeah, at this point, I go into literally anything I watch, I go in with zero expectation. Because at this point, writers are going to do whatever they want. I don't, you know, have a preconceived notion of how it's going to turn out. As a writer, twists don't really get me now, you know, the surprise twists, because I don't have expectation. You know, like, oh, if a good character turns out to be bad, I'm just numb to that. Because it's a trope, but also I don't have a preconceived notion of that character, if that makes sense. Oh my god. Alright, fine. Do the fucking geolaser. No, over. There we go.
All the boneheaded things Quark's done over the years. I just hope we're not too late.
Ratchet, Captain Quark may be a lot of things, but I do not believe he would surrender the Dimensionator just to spare his own life.
Yes, he would. He absolutely would. Quark is first and foremost a survivor. Whatever he needs to do to survive, he will do. Republic Commando game isn't canon, but Delta Squad is canon because they make a quick appearance in the Clone Wars show. It's been forever since I've seen, like, every couple of years I try to rewatch Clone Wars and then something comes up and I can't, like, finish it. So I've seen the first 2 seasons a lot, but beyond that,
How fitting! The Prince of the Cragmites and the son of the Lombaxes, on the very ground their ancestors last fought. How do you like my planet, Lombax? It's been dormant for years, thanks to your kind.
I love the ruins. Feng shui meets drab and dismal. I dig it.
Silence, you half-wit! I will deal with your deceitfulness later. I have waited years for this moment. Finally, the time has come for the Cragmites to rise again! To rise again! To rise again!
his science hat. No.
Committed by your race during the Great War shall finally be reversed. Dimensionator, find the Cragmite!
Wow!
Gross.
Ratchet, Ratchet, please, wake up.
Man's dead. Man is absolutely dead.
You must destroy it.
Alright, so welcome to the Clank game. Well, by Clank. Clank's fine. Ratchet passed out and then fell. Ratchet's probably the dead one. This is just the Clank game now. The last, like, 3 hours of this game or whatever, this is a Clank game now. The Lombaxes are now extinct. Man is dead. Oh, shit. Oh. Frames. Alright. Let's blitz through. This is the last Clank segment of the game, I think. So let's blitz through this and we can... Concert. The entire species depended on his survival. You were in charge of one thing, Clank. Keeping the species alive. He was endangered. You know what really pisses me off, just thinking about it? The Secret Agent Clank game plays nothing like Clank's, like, standalone levels and stuff within the mainline series. It's mostly QuickTime events. It's not great. They had such a great, like, framework. They had a structure for how Clank should play throughout all the games. It's like, hey, here's all these things you could... Hey, high impact. Here's all these things you could draw from. And they just didn't. I'm better at making the Spyro jokes because I'm familiar with that series. That is fair. I just think Insomniac Games makes amazing games.
Come on, Clank. Let's get back to the surface. Clank? Clank!
God, the Kragmites are such a creepy design. I love them. Ammo. Give me weapons. I'll take that. Okay, let's really rearrange. Move, remove, change. Okay, so that upgraded. That. That and that. And then that one? Sure. Oh shit. What did I accidentally just get rid of? That.